Hey, welcome everybody. Been a while since I've done one of these tutorials, and I'm going to keep it very simple. What I've noticed is that a lot of persons are doing login systems, and they are hell of a complicated stuff. So pretty much what I have in front of me is pretty much a page that I designed. I borrowed, I'm not gonna lie, I'm too lazy. I borrowed this login section, um, the CSS code, because I really suck at CSS, from a site. I'm gonna see what it's called. I think it's Bootstrap login. Let me see, Bootstrap login form or something. I want to give the creators of this template their props. I'm actually looking for them. If I don't find it within this thing, I'm not gonna make this video longer than it should be. But there are examples where you can find these things. Ah, this is it. This login template by MDB. What you can do is you can just copy the code and you can just edit it. It's given for free on M Bootstrap. So much props to him. Well, you didn't come to hear about that, so let's get into the login system. All right. So what my intention is with this series of videos that is going to be posted is to show you how to design not just a login system, but pretty much an invoicing system for your business. So right now I have this Crazy Chicken Factory. This is not a real company, but if you want to turn it into a real company, we're going to copyright it so I can sue you. So, Crazy Chicken Factory, and let's get into the code because, after all, this is what you're here for. So, all right, so I already have the code up. So, we have our usual stuff here. This is not a CSS course. I will not be teaching CSS because I'm not good at it either. So, we just link your Bootstrap CDNs to it. And pretty much we have two inputs here. We have your username input and your password input. So where it takes your username, your password, and the most important thing when you're doing login with MySQL. Because by the way, guys, this is on XAMPP or XAMPP if you want it. So this is running on my XAMPP server, which actually, yeah, start here. Very important that you start your Apache and your MySQL. So yeah, so that started. And also, let me not fail to get this bit of housekeeping out of the way. You need to make sure that your login system page is .php. That's in order for the PHP to pick up that this page is actually one of its own and to execute the codes that are in it so that it can exercise the server side code. All right, so pretty much that's one of the main things. All right, did I miss anything? I doubt I missed anything. So let's get back to our beautiful looking crazy chicken page. All right, so all right, back to my nope, that's not it. Or my crazy chicken page. I have too many things open. That's a problem when you have too many things open. There we go. So all right. So this is how this is supposed to work is your users will put in their username up at top and their password and click login. We haven't created a create new yet, and we put our crazy chicken logo. So the next step is simply to open your PHP admin. So you click on admin here. Okay. Alrighty. And you click on your database. And this course will be taking you through every single thing. So we have a database which is called test database, and we have one called test. You can just create a new one, and I'm going to call this one test 2. So, yep, so a lot of tests is here, and you create test 2. All right, so you now need to create your board, your table name really. So I'm just going to really look for two things really, your username and password. So the number of columns will really be just two, and I'm just gonna call this users and just go. All right, so the first thing we want is let's call this uname. I already typed that. that. So, all right. So, what type should this be? I think this can be a varchar, it can be a text, whatever you want it to be. And pretty much this could be your primary key. So therefore, the reason why you want it to be your primary key is that you really don't want to have persons who have the same username. It really depends on what you really want your thing to be. So I'm just gonna make this my primary. So what's the size? I don't think I want the length to be longer than 32. 32. So that can be it. And the next thing you want is your pass name, your password. Sorry, pass name. Can you believe that? So we'll call this upass. All right. So upass, and this will be our variable character, which is varchar, and pretty much, yeah, the length can be 32 as well. You could be longer, but for the purpose of this, it's just that. All right, please enter a valid length here. So okay, cool, and save. Okay, cool. So there we are. So we now have two rows in our users table, which is the username and the user password. Pretty simple. All right, cool. And our table or our database is tests. So what we are gonna do now is we need to create a table, um, or not a table. We're going to create a page that does the validation. If you want, you could actually do the validation on the same page, but I wouldn't recommend it. And I think in order for new persons to really just get it, just create a next page that does the validation. So I'm creating a next page, and I would call this submit page or sub page, and that PHP. All right. So all right. So in this now, this page, you can pretty much just create your connection to your database, which I'm going to pretty much be doing. So we are going to be going through how we create. So we've just created our database, and all we need to do now is to connect to the database and then validate. So whenever, let me go back through this. So whenever the persons, let me go. Yeah. Put in their username and their password and click this login button. It will now send them to this page, which validates if they're part of the username, the users table, and if their password is correct. And then it will take them somewhere else. And if not, it will tell them to sign in again and that sort of situation. All right, so we're going to get into that in the next video. So pretty much what we've covered in this video is just simply just um created the login page, and I didn't spend any time on that because it's really not a CSS thing. As I said before, you can go here and cut, and these persons have a very good thing. You can just click show code, and you can just copy out this wonderful login page with CSS and everything. And once you understand that this will be your input and this will also be your input and this is your submit button, and pretty much that will take you to the next page. And then let's go into what we did already. I'm recapping this for you guys that you can just know. So I'm going really slowly, but I'm hoping that it's because you guys will understand it a little bit more. So we went to MySQL and we created the database users, which is what we're going to use to check to store our users name and our users um password, and then we validate. So in the next video we'll validate. Please stick with this video. I know it starts off really slowly, but what we really want to do ultimately is to really create a total invoice system. So this crazy chicken factory is going to be a company. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope it wasn't too boring. I know I haven't uploaded videos in a while, but bear with me. And thanks for watching. And please subscribe if you like it so far. We're going places, man. We're going places. Thanks.